Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel and back to another time-lapse drawing. Today's drawing is a little different from what you normally see me do because it's a small scale color pencil illustration of Sonic the Hedgehog. And I know you guys are used to seeing me do portraits, and you really never have seen me do anything like this, at least not on YouTube. So yeah, today I'm gonna be drawing Sonic, and the topic I'm talking about today has a lot to do with why I'm drawing Sonic. And today's topic is drawing or creating original art versus popular art. And when I say original art versus popular art, I mean artwork that you come up with completely on your own versus artwork that technically has already been created and you just put your own spin on it, or art that has to do with something that everybody is talking about right now at this moment. First of all, I'm gonna talk about the pros. So there aren't really that many pros, but I will say the positive things about it are kind of huge. So the number one pro when it comes to making popular art is that you get more exposure. People tend to flock to things they're familiar with, and especially when it's being talked about a lot in the media at that moment. Everybody is talking about it, everybody's searching it, so they're going to see your artwork. And that exposure in turn could lead to more money for you, which is a big thing for anybody who's a self-employed artist, a full-time artist. Like, that's where they get all of their income from. They are usually the ones making this kind of art. Like, for example, when Childish Gambino came out with This Is America, that blew up and everybody was drawing images from his video. That's the kind of thing I'm talking about, pretty much. And I also noticed that me personally, even though my art is a lot more, in my opinion, more aesthetically pleasing and more proportional and realistic and a lot more creative than it was back in 2013 when I first started, my work back then got a lot more engagement and exposure because all I did was draw celebrities all day. And it didn't really hit me until this year that was the reason why, because I used to question, why did people love my art so much back then when I was a beginner and like my shading was kind of trash, not trash, but nowhere near as good as it is now, and I only did black and gray. I didn't have any color in my work, and I realized that that's really the reason why. Like, it was just that I was drawing things that were popular, that everybody liked, or everybody knew about and was familiar with. That is, like, those two things are the big pros of creating popular art. Now, as far as the cons, the negatives, for one, everyone else is doing the same thing you're doing. That is, to me, a huge con, because everybody has their own kind of artistic style, so it's not going to be exactly the same. But it's like, when stuff like this happens, it's like I see the same image over and over and over. I think about that whole issue that, I think it was H&M. There was this issue with a t-shirt that they had a little black boy wearing that had something about monkeys on it, and everybody was upset about that because of the racist connotation, and everybody was drawing this little boy from the picture with like a crown on his head or something, saying that he was a king. And it was like, the art was nice it looked good, but it was like the same thing over and over and over, and you just get kind of tired of seeing it. So yeah, everybody's doing the same thing, and it kind of just really, what's the word? It just makes it a lot less interesting after a while. That's just my personal opinion. I'm not saying everybody feels that way. Actually, I think most people don't feel that way, but that's just how I feel about it. Another con is that it really encourages trendy artists. So when I say trendy artists, I mean people who don't really have a creative bone in their body, but they like to draw like cartoons, basically just copy cartoons and maybe change their clothing to look more modern, or stuff like that. People who literally just copy something that has already been created, and it's just, there's no spin on it, there's no creativity to it. They literally just copy it, and it blows up because it's familiar to everybody. It's usually something super flat and has like very little skill or no skill at all. I sound like such a hater right now, but I'm just being honest about how I feel. I think a lot of artists feel this way, and they just don't want to say anything because then they get hit with the, well, art is subjective. Okay, so if you feel that way, doesn't mean it's bad art and everybody is a creative and blah blah blah. But yeah, that's just how I feel. Anyway, so another thing is that, and this is something that recently happened, creating popular art can sometimes be disrespectful, especially in the event that someone has just passed away. And I'm sure all of you know about Nipsey Hussle passing a little over a month ago. And this is when it like really came out how disrespectful it is and really tacky to like draw a person and start posting it everywhere and selling it on t-shirts and prints and bags and whatever else, trying to get exposure for your artwork because people are going to flock to it because that's what's happening right now, and people are mourning and grieving and everything. And of course people can draw someone that they cared about as that, as their way of grieving. That could be how they grieve, like to immortalize this person in their artwork. That's one thing, but it's a completely different thing when you're selling it immediately, trying to get people to go to your website or Instagram and check your work out because you just drew this person that just passed away that everybody is mourning. It's like really tacky. And so yeah, it's not always an ulterior motive that an artist has, but I saw a lot of that when Nipsey Hussle passed, and it's really like annoying at the least and like highly disrespectful at worst. So to me, I understand that people have to make money, they have to make a living, but I don't know, I think they should think a little more about some of the things that they do and how it comes off to other people. Lastly, creating only popular art and no original art can really hinder your creativity. And I've had debates with like other people about this, because people have encouraged me to, start drawing what people like. Oh, you should draw Game of Thrones, or do something that people are talking about right now, because they're gonna like it. And it's like, yeah, I know that, and I don't have an issue with doing that every once in a while, but for that to be my only thing, it's like, when am I gonna do something that I like? When am I gonna create something from all of the ideas that I have in my head? And like, how is my creativity gonna flourish? I feel like it really hinders your creativity and like stunts your growth as an artist. I get more inspiration from wanting to do my own work and do things that people haven't seen yet. So for me personally, it really, really stunts my growth. And that's why I stopped like drawing celebrities all the time, like how I used to do. And I ventured off into color first, and then I ventured off into creating my own characters and bringing things to life that were in my head or in my dreams, in my imagination or whatever. And that's when I felt like I really grew as an artist. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Sonic is one of the popular drawings that I'm doing to, attract more attention. It probably won't work. But yeah, I actually like Sonic, so I didn't feel like it was a chore to draw him. Like, there are things, popular things that I am into. So like the nude drawings, like I'm really into drawing those. And those are also like something that people really flock to. They just love naked women. So they just love ass and booty. So I have a couple more nude paintings that I want to bring to my channel as well. They're gonna get demonetized immediately. But anyway, thank you if you listened to this whole thing and watched this whole video. Thank you for watching. Definitely leave your own opinion under the video. I'm sure not everybody feels the same way that I do, and that's okay, because art is subjective. We all have our own opinions, and we all feel the way that we feel. So yeah, like, comment, subscribe, share, do all of that. See you guys in the next video. Okay, bye.